Reyes. R. Look, I can't even spell my name. Aurareyes. The sweeps. The sweeps are like a humongous disease. It's every time we have them, people fight. People fight amongst each other, couples, a lot of couples, people who live together, who have to move together. And a lot of times it's not just because we have to move, but it's because we have to move to someplace we don't know where we're gonna move to. And then they say, well, you need to be out of here. Don't you want to get moving now? No. Why do we want to get moving? We don't even know where we're going. So we're gonna wait to the last possible minute to go nowhere, but somewhere else. And then when we get to someplace else, then they come along and they say, nope, you can't stay here. You got to keep moving. And you move along to the next block and you try to get settled. And I said, nope, you can't stay here. You got to keep moving. It's like, where do we move to? We don't know, but you can't stay here. You got to keep moving. And then it gets tiring. You're tired. You're moving your stuff. You got to be up all night. You're frustrated because you don't know where to go. You just want to go lay down someplace. You know, and even when we had to sweep every day, I tried to pack our things so that we could access our things easily, you know, for the quick in and out. But it's still hard, you know. You try and get ready underneath a tarp that's only like 2.5 feet tall by 3.5 feet wide with all your stuff under there, but you're trying to be underneath there because you have nowhere else to go get ready at. Try and go to work or school or... You know, when we first came out here, I worked the first 2 years we were out here. He would stay up all night. Just to watch me sleep, make sure I was okay, and to make sure I got up in the morning to go to work. Because even the whole day that I was at work, he really, when did he go to sleep? Because he had to stay with our stuff. Thank goodness we knew some people that were out here already that helped us, that would feed us or give us a place to crash for the night. You know, we used to carry our house with us everywhere we went. That became super exhausting. You know how hard it is to take your house with you to work? You're trying not to let everybody know what's going on in your personal life, you know, trying to keep the front that everything's still all good. Not very many of us out here want everybody to know. I hated asking people for things. So we went without a lot of stuff. It's hard. And then you find yourself trying to follow the law, stay within the boundaries of the law, and then they change the laws. And then they change the laws, and then they change the laws. Then you find yourself going in circles, trying to still keep up with your regular life, but you're finding that you can't. Because they got you so wrapped up in this one. But then they're telling you at the same time, no, why don't you go get a job? Why don't you go, hello, I'm trying to keep my job. I had to give up. I had 2 really good jobs. Really good jobs. Then we went to Waikiki Health Clinic, and we were talking with the counselor, and I told him how much I made at my last job, and he was like, I'm in the wrong business. I should be doing what you're doing. I said, well, obviously it ain't getting me nowhere. People don't realize how expensive it is to be homeless. And then we didn't know about all these food banks and pantries, and God, we didn't even find out about the mission in Chinatown until like about a year and a half after we've already been out here. After us living off of $5 a day at 7-Eleven's jumbo hot dog and cup of noodle that we would split amongst the two of us with all the free condiments that they had and the box full of free chili and cheese that came with our hot dog. But it kept us alive.
What do you see as the
You know,
what can we do?
we lost everything because of these sweets. Every last thing that we had that our kids gave us. All my legal documents that I had kept with us. And then we were forced to move into the tunnels because we had no place else to go at one point. And then the rains came and the rain swept all that stuff down the tunnel. You know, you're already depressed because you're out here. And then you lose it. You've already lost what you thought was everything. Then they come along and they take the rest away. And they want you to still have some kind of dignity and go and show your face out in public. But you start hating these people. You start not wanting to be out there. And you start accepting this life. We've been out here 8 years. I mean, really, it came to a point at one time where it was kind of like, I didn't want to go back. The people that were my neighbors, that we lived with throughout the years, you know, were there for us more than I think a lot of our family and whoever we had already in our lives. You know how hard it is when you're starving and you're so freaking hungry, but nobody will feed you. And this one person that you live next to that you hate to death is the only person that comes over with food. Because we all know what that's like. I don't care how much anyone hates the next neighbor, bro. Nobody out here would let the next one starve. You don't see that. They harass us. They put us down. They make life so hard to even try to get ahead, to even try to get back on your feet, to even want to get back on your feet. You know, even our oldest son, he came of age and he had his girlfriend and she had her baby and she was pregnant with their baby. I was so mad at him when he came out here with her. But I'm so proud of him, you know. Now, granted, he had us. We had some kind of system already. We'd watch the kids for them. So they went to work. They got their place now. They're doing good now, you know. But I told him, go back, take your family out of here. And he refused. He wanted to stay with us. But you know how much it hurts that I couldn't. Couldn't be the mom that I know I was, that I know I am. That I couldn't do for him like how I wanted to, you know, and not everybody out here is the same. Not everybody out here has the same story. Not everybody out here is out here by choice. For us, life happened. it was something I just wasn't, I thought I was prepared for the world. Then life just threw us a curveball and we lost everything. And it just, well, we finally got our housing. Thank God. When I felt everything spiraling out of control, I panicked and I went straight to HUD and applied for emergency housing. And 8 years later, here we are. We finally got our letter and we finally got into our place. And you know, why don't you go do this and why don't you go do that? And it's not so easy. Most of our day consisted of food bank, lunch, food bank, bath, food bank. Yeah, lugging around freaking bags and bags of canned goods on our bicycles. Does anybody realize how hard that is? Carry around 2 grocery bags full of canned goods and just ride your bike 2 blocks up a hill somewhere, anywhere. Pick a place and then keep doing it. And then to get home to find out you gotta throw away half the food that you just brought home because now you gotta move your stuff. Now it's come down to what are you keeping? You know, people think, oh, well, that's just all crap. Well, you know, I hate to tell you, but the more places we have to move that are different, you need more stuff. You still need shelter. Now we need to be prepared for the sun, the rain, the wind, the people. I mean, majority of everybody's stuff is building stuff because we need some kind of shelter.